You were actually the global directors of Michelin Ag from France. Last week, Billy, Matt, and I had to meet with these gentlemen. They flew in on their linear jet to come see how we're doing in the ag business in Texas. So that's who this presentation was for. It's actually, I modified it to fit our window. It was actually much longer. And I stole Matt's background in like one slide.
Don't forget
so if there's any plagiarism, I'm giving him credit now.
We don't care. Don't forget to introduce yourself and go when you're ready.
All right, my name is Ryan Salathe. I am the DDSM for TCI Austin. Our center manager here is Michael Sanchez and Eric Cortez. You met them before we came in the room, and of course you've met Matt Tamplin, who was our dedicated DDSM for our agricultural line. Matt's got a large area to cover. Being the dedicated DDSM for agriculture, he has to go all the way from Richland, Mississippi to the far end of West Texas, to our Western Lubbock Center. Now, just small note, in case you didn't know, Texas alone is just a little bit bigger than the size of France. Just a little bit. So that tells you that's a large area. Has anybody ever been to Austin before?
Oui. Yes.
Oui? You like it? Oui, oui. Few things about Austin. It is the capital of Texas. We have a little over 900,000 people, making us the 11th largest city in the country. Now, less than 10 years ago, we were number 16, which shows how fast we are growing. With our metropolitan area, you have a little over 2 million. Now, we do have neighbors just within a 3 hours driving distance of Dallas being number 4, or Houston being number 4, Dallas being number 5, and San Antonio being number 8. We have tons and tons of very large businesses that come to Austin. We're very techy, so we have companies like IBM, Google, Facebook, so on and so forth. Tons you've heard of, tons you probably haven't heard of. And since Austin's very into music, we are the self-proclaimed music capital of the world. That means any given night, inside, outside, doesn't matter what, you're gonna find live music at any given point. And since we have no professional teams, we're extremely proud to call the University of Texas home in Austin, as they are our lifeline to any sports, especially football. And in case you didn't know this, Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium is the 4th largest seating capacity stadium in the world, holding 102,000 people. So a little bit about the distribution center. We opened in early 2007. Our main focus was to increase TCI's footprint in Central Texas. We had the Dallas market, we had the Houston market, and we had the San Antonio market, but we didn't have Central Texas as a whole. So the plan was to gain footprint and growth in Central Texas. Of course, being owned by Michelin, our main goal is to grow the Mast brand in the T-car line. So passenger and light truck is our main focus with the Michelin BFG line. And we needed to find our own success, because moving in, we were servicing Michelin's customers. They have direct national accounts, being Discount Tire, Costco, Sam's, Sears, companies like that. So we had to move in and grow our own roots and build up on our alliance dealers, which is the independent channel of the realm. Now, how do we do that? Our main goal is service. We're here to service these guys because they can get the same tire at other distributors. What are we going to do differently to help them? So we offer the highest quality products with the Michelin BFG brand. We also offer a couple others, being Hankook and Pirelli, to help fill that portfolio out. These specific brands give us the depth that we need. So meaning we don't have a huge breadth, but we have a lot of depth. So at any given point, our customers should 90% of the time be able to fulfill their needs with a Michelin BFG tire. And doing this with a competitive price point means that they can compete against those national brands that, one, we're already servicing, but the independents have a chance to fight at that. Being if they're an alliance dealer, they have a better chance, which is what we encourage. With our dedicated sales and management team, we use the programs to teach and educate you, your customers, so you can actually be more proficient in selling these tires. So when somebody comes up to you and says, well, Discount Tire's got that $15 cheaper. Well, here's why, and here's why I'm cheaper out the door. Normally, what would you guys say? Oh, I'm sorry, I guess you gotta go to Discount and buy it. Well, we're here to help and train you on that. Our ease of business, we use a tire inventory purchasing system called TIPS. It's online 24 hours a day. It's live inventory. You can order whenever. A quick little story. We just brought the mobile app out just a few months ago. I was out with a customer, and one of his customers recognized him, and they actually got to start talking about her little truck. And she needed some tires for her little Silverado, and he knew the vehicle, he knew the size, and he's like, well, hey, and he pulls up his phone. He's already got the app on it, pulls up the size. He's already got the matrix built into it. So he told her, well, you know, I can get you these 4 tires out the door. I'll have them before we get done with lunch here. You can come over this afternoon and get them installed. Sold the tires right there at lunch by using our mobile app. So ease of doing business. We offer twice-a-day delivery, no charge. There's no other distributors I know in our area that offer free delivery. And about 80% of our coverage area is twice a day. So enough about the distribution center. What about ag? What about this new product that we've been given just a couple of years ago? That's mainly why you're here. You want to know how we feel and how we're doing in the ag line. So for the large part, livestock production is the dominant in Texas. Our terrain really is more of a ranch type of terrain, especially in our area. About 3/4 of our service area is all rocky and sandy. So the only thing you're going to see is weeds and rocks and dirt. You're not going to see a whole lot of farm type soil in this area. But Texas is home to 4 of the most major cash crops in the United States, with cotton. And just in case you didn't know, 48% of all cotton in the United States comes from Texas. Our other large crops are corn, wheat, and sorghum, or grain as most people know. Some of the crops that we have, we don't export at all. It stays right here in the state of Texas. Many oats, hay, cottonseed, fruit, and vegetables are actually purposely stay here. We have a local company called HEB that's our grocer. They actually contract these farmers to grow specific fruits and vegetables for their stores specifically. So a lot of that stuff doesn't even leave the state. So back in 2012, we got our approval to be one of the ag centers. There was only 5 to begin with. And in late March of 2013, we actually received our suggested stock, meaning this is what they assumed we should be selling in the area. I can tell you that didn't go over very well because the first year we didn't sell very much. But in our area, as you can see, this unhighlighted area, that's our main service area. That's about roughly 80% of Austin's businesses, this distribution center. The tinted green area is where we have the potential for an ag customer. The bad thing about this is it's so rural, so far away, we can't service it very well. Go out there once a day. So that means if a farmer busts a tire at 9:30 in the morning and I don't have it in stock, he might have to wait 2 or 3 days. What's time to a farmer?
Money.
Money. Money. Every second, that guy's down. So he calls his dealer. Dealer checks on TCI's website and says, well, you know, I can't get this tire for a couple days. Or he pops in the size that he's used to doing, an 18-438, and it comes up product not found. Because Michelin uses a metric system, not a standard system, and we'll get into that. Our local KADs, we have a fairly new one, Youngblood Tire and Auto. They mainly actually came on board because they wanted to do the trip. They wanted to be a bib 3 and try and get on the trip with the bib steels, because we know that every 3 bib steels equals 1 ag tire. Then we have more of a wholesaler in Farm Tires Direct, who is actually at the very north end of our servicing area, as well as Bold Springs Tire and Gola Brothers, who we brought on this year. Interesting note though, Gola Brothers, very most northern guy that we service. It's about an hour and 40 minutes away. He's sold 32 tires in the past 2.5 months, which beats all 3 of the others added together in the past year. So we're looking out for his interest and we're trying to help him grow. So since the first year of 2013 really didn't count, we got it in March. I want to do a comparison between last year. As you can tell, in 2014, we sold a little over 200 units with about 56,000 in sales. Now this year, then that's all of 2014. Currently, from January to August, we've only sold 144 units but we're almost $18,000 ahead in sales. How do we do that? We had a price drop, so I'm not understanding exactly how we did it, but we've done it. What are we going to continue to do? We're going to continue to build on this platform. You know, Michelin doesn't make every single tire size for ag, which we're bringing in other product to help us build on that portfolio, bring these customers into us. Personally, I've never been in the ag business. I need to know more about my product and application knowledge. You know, if a guy calls me and says, hey, I need a 18426 diamond tread, I have no clue what that means, but I need to know. That was actually the end of it, so.